I guess I am concerned about where these infamous biosolids are going to end up in the end, how we're going to treat them. And I guess the question I have is, will the RFP for the biosolids be going out before the RFP for the treatment plant? It'd be unfortunate if we let the treatment plant go and we still didn't know what to do with their biosolids. Are they going out together or are they going out separate?
The RFP for the wastewater treatment plant is out right now, and we expect to receive those in February and probably sign a contract in about April. The RFQ for the biosolids would be scheduled to go out next month. But I think maybe what you're getting at is that at the end of the day, we have to have a plan for the biosolids and the wastewater treatment plant at the same time. You can't have the wastewater treatment plant producing biosolids with there being nowhere to go. So all of these things, there's several projects, 14 of them all together, which kind of all have to work together in order to have a system that works in 2018.
And before we let the RFP go for the treatment plant, we will have a decision on the biosolids.
On the RFQ, we would issue the RFQ for the biosolids once there is a decision on land application. Whether or not land application is part of the menu that proponents can look at. So if that decision were made, then we will issue the RFP in November. Am I answering your question?
Before we sign the dotted line on the treatment plant, will we know what the options are for the biosolids? Does it make sense?
It does. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it's necessary to know what the treatment process will be, as long as we know there will be one.
Well, that's my biggest concern.
Yes.
But you're asking about the contract.
Go ahead, Mr. Sweetnam.
I should say I'm talking about the contract itself in the end.
Yeah.
Before we sign the first contract, will we know what we are going to be signing for the biosolids?
The answer to that is no. What we will know when we sign the first contract is what is the output of that plant. So that will be a feed into the RFP for the biosolids facility. Because first of all, we need to know what the proponents and the treatment plant are saying that their process will do. So they will give us the output, and then that output will be put into the RFP for the Resource Recovery Center, and then that will be put out to bid as an RFP. So you will not have a solution to the Resource Recovery Center before you sign a contract with the proponent, the successful proponent for the liquids plant.
I like to think there's a lot of wisdom on this side of the table, and I just hope that there is.